Lesson 5.2, Homeostasis and Feedback Mechanisms. In this lesson, you will be able to explain why homeostasis is essential for maintaining life. Alright, let's start with the big idea. Homeostasis means keeping things stable inside of your body, even when the outside environment changes. All living organisms need this to survive. Your body is constantly trying to stay balanced, like temperature, water levels, and blood sugar. We call your body being balanced a set point. If homeostasis is disrupted or if there is an imbalance, things can go wrong. Proteins can change shape and stop working. Cells could get damaged, and in extreme cases, cells or the entire organism could die. Now let's look at this scientific diagram or model. First, there is a stimulus, which is a change like your body getting too hot or too cold. This stimulus could trigger your levels to either increase or decrease. Then a receptor detects that change or that imbalance. Your body then sends either a chemical or an electrical signal to begin a change to help your body go back to set point or back to normal. So overall, your body is always detecting changes and correcting them to stay alive. Next, we have feedback mechanisms. Let's talk about how your body actually fixes these changes. So there are two types of feedback. There is negative feedback and positive feedback. Negative feedback is the most common. This is when your body works to reverse a change and bring things back to normal. For example, if your body temperature goes up, you sweat to cool down. If your oxygen levels drop, you breathe even faster. If your blood pressure changes, your body adjusts it. Negative feedback is all about balance. Now, positive feedback is very different. Instead of stopping the change, it makes the change stronger until a specific event is finished. Some examples include blood clotting, where the process keeps building until your bleeding stops after you get a cut. Or let's say you have an infection. Your body will continue to release immune cells and give you an immune response reaction to fight the infection. So let's remember, negative feedback brings things back to normal, but positive feedback keeps pushing the change until the job is done. Next, we are going to look at positive and negative feedback models, comparing both of these. On the left, we have an example using childbirth. So here we have the baby, and they're pushing against the cervix in the female, which is the opening. This signals to the brain to release a special hormone. This hormone is carried into the bloodstream in the uterus. When that hormone goes into the uterus, it has the contractions to stimulate. And then the baby continues to push on that cervix, on that opening here. And the stronger contractions push the baby more until the baby is completely out. The cycle continues until the baby is born. So your brain sends the hormone stimulates the contractions, the baby head pushes against the cervix or continues through the vagina until it is done. Now, in this example on the right, we have negative feedback. So let's say your body temperature gets too high. Your nervous system sends signals to your skin and you start sweating and your blood vessels get bigger or wider. Your body begins to cool down because you're sweating, and As the sweat evaporates, your body goes back to that normal set point. Let's now talk about our next example of another negative feedback loop in blood sugar regulation. So your body wants to keep your blood glucose levels stable. When your blood sugar rises, like after you eat, your cells in the pancreas release insulin into the blood. Your liver stores this extra glucose that is made from when you've been eating and you've broken down your food. And then that extra glucose goes as glycogen. As a result, your blood sugar levels will decrease after you eat because your cells have taken up that glucose. Now, let's say your blood sugar has fallen, like when you haven't eaten. Your pancreas releases glucagon. Your liver then breaks it down into glucose. And then that glucose goes into your bloodstream, which causes your blood sugar to rise, and then you're back at homeostasis set point again. So your body uses two hormones, insulin and glucagon, to keep your blood sugar balanced. This is a perfect example of negative feedback because the body is always trying to return to set point.